stand by for manual transmission. In 3, 2, 1.
Karen, did you find out how much Galnet classifieds are yet?
Yes, Manus. For bubble wide distribution, classifieds are 10,000 credits per word.
10,000 credits? Holy shit! Okay, take this down exactly. Have Vulture will travel. Contact Dextra, Ohm City.
That's a little vague, don't you think?
At 10,000 credits per word? No.
Also, are you aware that Beery's transport arrived from Mawson Dock about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, why do you think we're leaving so early?
Well, not quite early enough.
What? Ah, shit. Hey, Bear, you're back.
Yes, I am. Let me in.
Sorry, no can do, compadre. We're already locked in and ready to launch. Watch out for that.
Thruster port? Nice try, jackass. I'm not falling for that again.
So, you got things all figured out. Well, you're welcome to surf the hull. I can't wait to see how you keep breathing in that onesie after I hit the mail slot.
Dubbo. Damn you, Manus.
Yeah, well, if you're staying, give my love to Fisto, and don't blow the station up while I'm gone.
Dun 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 dun. 07 Commanders, Nuggets, and Empty Triangles. Mando Dextra here with Chapter 5 of my ultimate guide to bounty hunting. In the last chapter, we unlocked the Easy Engineers and upgraded our Cobra Mark III. Between episodes, I took it out and earned about 100 million credits bounty hunting in the local high-res. Then I took about 32 million credits of my bankroll and invested them in a new Vulture. Check the description for a Coriolis link to the easy engineered version of the build. And while you're there, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Elite Dangerous content. For new commanders, the Vulture is great for learning combat. It's fast, agile, versatile, and cheap. With easy engineered core optional and utility mods, the Vulture makes a great PvE combat platform armed with overcharged multi-cannons and/or pulse lasers. And with more advanced engineering and different weapons such as plasma accelerators or frag cannons, it's great for learning PvP combat too. For now, we're going to concentrate on PvE combat. I'm using overcharged multi-cannons for bounty hunting since Grade 5 engineering is available from Todd the Blaster McQuinn, and these work great on the Vulture thanks to their low power draw. Also, the corrosive and incendiary round experimental effects go together like peanut butter and jelly. However, in conflict zones, I usually switch to Grade 4 overcharged pulse lasers available from the Dweller, since these also work well if you want to avoid ammo-based weapons and don't mind futzing around with power distribution. Personally, I prefer kinetic weapons most of the time because the lower power requirements let me keep more pips in engines and shields, making the ship that much faster and tougher. And the need to replenish ammo periodically lets me cash in bounties and combat bonds more often. Remember, kids, if your ship gets destroyed before you cash in, you lose credit for your kills. Trust me, that sucks. Since FDev's last rebalance, I'm very happy to report that you can make a decent living from combat alone, and if you fly in a wing, you can make as much money from combat as you can from mining while having a lot more fun. To make the most money for your kills, you'll need to visit the mission board and look for Massacre missions. The first type of Massacre mission we're going to cover involves conflict zones. When two factions in the same system go to war, they'll offer Massacre missions to destroy a certain number of ships from the opposing faction. After accepting one of these missions, you'll want to locate a conflict zone, which should be listed in the left side nav panel. Conflict zones come in three flavors: low, medium, and high intensity. This refers to how crowded the zone is likely to be and how long the battle will last. Since making the most kills in the least amount of time is important here, I'd say go for the high-intensity conflict zones whenever possible. I like these missions a lot because the combat is fast-paced and it doesn't involve travel between multiple systems. Once you arrive in a conflict zone, you'll be prompted to pick a side to fight for. After picking the appropriate side, every one of the Op-4 ships will turn hostile to you. If you set up your targeting controls to cycle through hostile targets, you can run through them to pick the softest, tenderest ones. Remember, we want to kill as many ships as quickly as possible, and if you're only fighting with NPCs, all you need to do is land a few shots to get credit for the kill. Once you've become allied with a faction, it's possible to find missions paying better than 500,000 credits per kill, in addition to combat bonds. That's great money for killing eagles, adders, and vipers. I usually cycle through all the targets and swoop in to finish off the most vulnerable ships. And don't forget to sub-target the power plants for even more efficient kills. Doing this, it's easy to rack up dozens of kills per sortie if you go with all energy weapons. Also, once the battle is over, all you need to do is leave the area via supercruise and then re-enter it to reset everything and fight a new battle. Just be sure to give your allies time to respawn or run the risk of being overwhelmed. To potentially make even more credits, you'll want to look for Pirate Massacre missions. These missions can stack. You'll need to accept missions targeting the same pirate group in the same system from several different factions to make this work. Using this method, each kill will count toward completing all the different missions at the same time. Finding a source for such missions can be tricky. Check the description for links to a detailed guide as well as a tool to help you locate good systems to find missions and hunt in. If you do these missions in wings with highly engineered ships, you can earn up to 200 million credits per hour using this method. RNGesus willing. Using the search tool, I was able to find a good station for these missions at Aristotle Hub in the Shinnet Siri system, offering Pirate Massacre missions in LHS-20, my primary home system. Stacking missions from 3 or 4 factions, I was able to earn tens of millions of extra credits per hour while hunting. Payouts get bigger and missions become more plentiful as you gain rep and combat rank. Like I said before, these are especially good to do with wingmates, since most of the missions I found were wing missions. You can do these missions alone as well, but it's a lot more work, so keep that in mind as it will impact your credits per hour. With my easy engineered Vulture, I managed to earn about 500 million credits in just a few hours of non-grindy gameplay using both these methods. In the next chapter, we'll take some of that money and we'll use it to build yet another ship, the Crate Mark II, and then we'll use that ship to unlock even more engineers so we can build even better ships. Until then, Commanders.
You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation.